In the back, we have Royal Violet with his armored champions in the back. Royal Violet is making tweaks to the armor of Agent Orange and Navy Blue as they are getting ready to compete later on tonight. The diamond is set to be charged. What does Royal Violet have cooked up? We shall see. We've got 8 big matches here tonight. Let's go ahead and go down to the ring for our opener. We have a high-octane opener tonight as TNT Jesse Lee takes on Leon Volador. All right, here we go. Rolling for initiative. Initiative is going to go to Leon Volador. He will start with a reverse chinlock 2 power. TNT Jesse Lee takes over for power. Exploder suplex 3. Down 3. Leon Volador will leave the ring. He's got a B rating. 6B on out of the ring. 6B. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you in a wild brawler ups. The wrestler with the better ring rating wins the brawl and rules on level 3 offense. They're both a B, so TNT Jesse Lee will stay on offense. Nitro Neck Vice 3. Hurt 2. Detonator Switch 3. Pin. Leon Volador needs a 4 or better. A 4 or better. Hello, Die Smash. Hello, Hope. Welcome in. Volador will kick it out with an 8. TNT Jesse Lee on 3. Here we go. Nitro Neck Vice 3. Pin. Leon Volador needs a 5 or better. A 5 or better. He will kick out with a 9. He'll get another fatigue. And TNT Jesse Lee is on level 3 offense. Out of the ring, no choice. 9B. In order to meet the referee's count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. The opponent rolls on level 3 offense. TNT Jesse Lee on 3. Dynamite DDT 3. Hurt 2. Running Bulldog, choice E. Let's try the Power Slam 2. That will work on an 11 or less. 11 or less for 2. Got it. Hurt 2. Detonator Switch 3. Down 3. TNT Jesse Lee on 3. Springboard Elbow Smash, choice H. We're going to try a Death Jump here. Let's go for a Death Jump. 9A on Death Jump. 9A. The opponent blasts you. The flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. TNT Jesse Lee on 3. C4 Neckbreaker plus 3. Leon Volador needs a 9 or better. A 9 or better to get out of this one. Your winner with the C4 Neckbreaker, TNT Jesse Lee. Let's see those star ratings, 0 through 5. TNT Jesse Lee picking up the win with a C4 Neckbreaker. All right, we've got 2 stars from Die Smash, 2 from Bear. Congrats on the Poke Catch there, Bear. I missed that one. Any other star ratings in chat? All right. That'll average out to 2 stars. 2 stars. All right, let's keep the action rolling here. Up next, we've got a women's tag team match. We have the throwbacks. Eliza Delight and Rachel Wynn Sanders taking on the Demon Assassins, Chimera and Lamiax. All right, here we go. Rolling for initiative. We'll have Eliza Delight and Chimera start their teams. Start for their respective teams. Whew, can't talk. I can't talk. Initiative's going to go to a tie. Let's try that again. Initiative goes to Chimera with a 12. Headbutt 2, power. That's going to get through. Hurt 2, tag. No tag. Into the turnbuckle. She's got a C rating. We're going to go ahead and try that. 7C on into the turnbuckle. 7C. You're crushed by a big kick by the opponent. The opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Chimera on 2. Dragon Rage 3. Down 3, Eliza Delight is going to leave the ring. She has a C rating, though. C rating on out of the ring. 6C. In order to meet the referee's count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Chimera on 3. Ninjaplex 3. Pin. She's going to need a 5 or better. 5 or better. Congrats on the 20 stream streak, Die Smash. That's awesome. She will kick out with a 6. Let's tag in Lamiax on level 3, just so we can say we did. Lamiax on 3 with a running knee strike. 3. Hurt 2, tag. The tag is good. Rachel Gwen Sanders enters the ring on level 1 offense. It's a brand new match. Into the ropes. Lamiax has an A rating on Into the Ropes. 4A on Into the Ropes. 4A. The opponent gets into position for a back body drop, but you grab her and hit her with an awesome pile driver. Roll on level 3 offense. Lamiax on 3. Drop kick to the knees. Choice G. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do a Tombstone Pile Driver 3 on an 11 or less. 11 or less for 3. Got it. Down 3. Rachel Gwen Sanders is going to leave the ring with a 6B. 6B on out of the ring. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you in a wild brawl erupts. The wrestler with the better ring rating wins the brawl and rolls on level 3 offense. They're both a B, so Lamiax is going to stay on offense. Running knee strike 3. Hurt 2. Let's bring Chimera back in. Bulldog, choice C. Let's do the knee strike 2. That'll work on a 10 or less. 10 or less for 2. Got it. Hurt 2, tag. Tag is good. Eliza Delight will enter on level 1 offense. Eliza Delight on level 1 offense. Waistlock takedown 2, power. Chimera is going to take over for power. Dragon Rage 3. Hurt 2. Dragon Screw Leg Whip 3. Hurt 2. Bulldog, choice C. We'll do the Moonsault 3 on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 3. Didn't get it. Eliza Delight takes over on 2. Eliza on 2. Hair Pull Snapmare 2. Dazed 1. Relieve Uppercut 3. Agility. Chimera takes over for agility on 2. Back rake 2. Dazed 1. Eye rake 1. Dazed 1 tag. No tag. Knife hand chop 1. Dazed 1 tag. No tag. Hip toss 2 agility. That's going to get through. Hurt 2 tag. The tag is good. Rachel Gwen Sanders on level 1 offense. Round off kicks 2. Chimera 2. Back rake 2. Rachel Gwen Sanders 1. Into the ropes. Chimera has a B rating. Hey Blue, welcome in. B rating on ropes. 3B on into the ropes. The opponent gets into position for a back body drop. It should grab her and hit her with an awesome pile driver. Roll on level 3 offense. Chimera on 3. Guillotine choke 3. Pin. Rachel Gwen needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. She will kick out with an 8. Gets a fatigue. And Chimera is on level 3 offense. Guillotine choke 3. Down 3. Ninjaplex 3. Pin. We're going to try a pin save here. Pin save. Ooh, we got a 10 on the pin save chart. Your tag partner tries to help, but is stopped by the opponent's tag partner. Roll your pin. She needs a 7 or better. 7 or better. Your winners with the Ninjaplex, Chimera, and Lamiax. And we have doubles. The Demon Assassins win. Excuse me. We got a 3 from Die Smash. Any other star ratings in chat? Two from Blue. Three from Bear, 3 from Screaming Dragon. That will average out to 3 stars. 3 stars. All right, that was a decently competitive match. I thought for sure the Demon Assassins were just going to walk over them, but they made a match out of it. All right, we're going to go backstage where the Last Knight and Black and Blue Bob Hagar are seen having an argument. The Last Knight's basically accusing Black and Blue Bob Hagar of being behind the Chroma Commandos. He said he was responsible for bringing every single one of them into NDW. But then Black and Blue Bob Hagar reminds everybody that it was the Last Knight who brought Raja Ring royalty to NDW. So they both kind of have a point. These two owners are at odds. Bob Hagar says his only loyalty right now is tonight to be in the corner of Robert Hagar-Knight as he takes on Navy Blue for the Cornerstone Championship. But up next, we have a one-on-one match between Bjordy and the man who betrayed the Protectors of the Galaxy at Out With A Bang, Pit Viper. Bjordy versus Pit Viper. Here we go, rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Pit Viper. He will start with a back elbow strike 2, agility. That's going to get through. Bjordy 2. Cubby baseball slide 3. Down 3. The bear hug 3. Hurt 2. Blackhawk assault 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle, he's got a C rating. Oh, excuse me. 5C. On into the turnbuckle, 5C. Reversal. You reverse the move and throw the opponent into the turnbuckle. Bjordy has an A rating. 5A. You bounce forward at the turnbuckle and catch the charging opponent with a skull-splitting running lariat. He goes down hard. Opponent rolls on level 3 defense. Down 3, Pit Viper will leave the ring. He has a B rating. 6B on out of the ring. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you, and a wild brawler ups the rest with a better ring rating, wins the brawl, and rolls on level 3 offense. They're both a B, so Bjordy's going to stay on offense. Here we go. Super Soldier Smash 3. Hurt 2. X Factor 3, add 1. Hurt 2. Low Dropkick 2, agility. Pit Viper's going to take over for agility. Inverted Atomic Drop 2. Dazed 1. 3 River Splash, choice B. Let's see if we can avoid the turnbuckle. We'll try a standing dropkick 2 that will work on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 2. Got it. Bjordy 1. Cup Slap 1. Pit Viper 1. Martial Arts Punch 1. Dazed 1. 3 River Splash 2, choice B. We'll do that again, the 8 or less for the standing dropkick. Didn't get it. Bjordy takes over on 2. Power Slam, choice C. We'll try the kick to knee 2. That'll work on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 2. Got it. Pit Viper 1. Running knee lift 2. Dazed 1. Claw hold 2. Power. Bjordy takes over for power. Blackhawk assault 3. Hurt 2. Cubby baseball slide 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle, he has a C rating. Let's go ahead and do that. 7C on into the turnbuckle. 7C. You're crushed by a big kick by the opponent. The opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Bjordy on 2. Blackhawk assault 3. Down 3. The bear hug 3. Hurt 2. X Factor 3, add 1. Pin. Pit Viper needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. He'll kick out with a 12. Gets another fatigue, and Bjordy is on level 3 offense. Super Soldier Smash 3. Down 3. Pit Viper is going to leave the ring. 7B on out of the ring. In order to make the referees count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. Bjordy is on level 3 offense. Pokecast better. There it is, the Uncanny Headbutt. It is a +3 Uncanny Headbutt. Pit Viper needs a 10 or better. 10 or better. Your winner with the Uncanny Headbutt, Bjordy. Bjordy will win with the Uncanny Headbutt. Let's see those star ratings, 0 through 5. We got a 3 from Blue, 3 from Die Smash, 3 from Bear. 3 from Screaming Dragon. Seems pretty unanimous. We have ourselves a 3-star match. 3 stars. Oh, my voice is a wreck tonight. I apologize, everybody. All right. Let's go ahead and keep the action rolling. Up next, we've got Gretchen the Great versus Candy Apple. Blue, I do an impersonation, but I think I've destroyed my voice. Another time. Happy birthday to the real Gretchen the Great. This is a non-title match. Maybe Gretchen will have future title consideration if she's able to pull off the victory here tonight against our women's champion, Candy Apple. Here we go. Initiative's going to go to Candy Apple. Hi, Smash. Thank you for the bits. Happy birthday, Gretchen the Great. Springboard DDT2 Power. That's going to get through. Gretchen the Great 2. Double Underhook Face Crusher, Face Buster 2. Hurt 2. Double Underhook Face Buster 2. Candy Apple 1. Flying Wheel Kick 2 Agility. Gretchen takes over for Agility. Power Bombera Maxima 2 Choice B. Let's see. We're going to go Into the Turnbuckle, even though she has an A rating. 9A on Into the Turnbuckle. 9A. You were crushed by a big kick by the opponent. The opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Gretchen the Great on 2. Double Underhook Facebuster 2. Candy Apple 2. Stranglehold 2, Choice A. She's going to throw her into the ropes. 6B on Into the Ropes. 6B. The opponent drops down and go into the ropes again. Roll again on this chart. Uh-oh, 12B. The opponent uses one of her specialty moves on you and goes for the kill. Candy Apple's on level 3 offense. Caramel Grip 3. Down 3. Death Jump. No choice. She has a B rating. 7B on Death Jump. The opponent blasts you the flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Candy Apple is on level 3 offense. Caramel Grip 3. Pin. Gretchen needs a 4 or better. She will kick out with a 10. Candy Apple on 3. Out of the ring choice. She will roll up. Apple Peeler 3. Down 3. Bob for apples. Here we go. We got to roll 1 die. It's a +2. We're playing normally. So she needs a 7 or better. Gretchen needs a 7 or better to kick out. 7 or better. She will kick out with an 8. Candy Apple on 3. Death Jump. No choice. 8B. The opponent blasts you the flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Death Jump again. 3B. The opponent comes off the top rope with an awesome cross body block, but you counter with a specialty move. You cover the opponent for the pin. Candy Apple rolling pin. She needs a 3 or better. Kicks out with a 4. Gretchen the Great on level 3 offense. Surfboard Submission, Choice F. We'll try the Running Lariat 3 on a 6 or less. 6 or less. For 3, we got it. Pin! Candy Apple needs a 4 or better. 4 or better. Kicks out with an 11. Gets fatigue. Gretchen the Great on level 3 offense. Cross arm breaker +3. Excuse me. Candy Apple needs an 8 or better. 8 or better. Your winner with the cross arm breaker, Gretchen the Great. Gretchen the Great picking up a win. Thank you, Die Smash, for the hydrate. We got a 3 from Pear, 3 from Screaming Dragon, 4 from Die Smash. So glad she won on her birthday. Three and a half from Blue. Oh, excuse me. Any other star ratings in chat? That'll average out to 3.5 stars. It's a big win for Gretchen. All right, moving on. Up next, we've got a tag team match. The new Treasure Hunters are taking on the newly minted Bucking Jerks. It's Rob Craig and Captain Adam Space Pirate against B.A. Jerk and Buck Blake. CM Peck is in the corner of the Bucking Jerks. We'll have Captain Adam Space Pirate and Buck Blake start this one off. Rolling for initiative. Initiative is going to go to Buck Blake. Sucker Punch 1. Hurt 2. Charging Headbutt 2. Captain Adam Space Pirate 1. Handshake and Slap 1. Buck Blake 2. Bow and Arrow Submission 3. Down 3, you can try and tag. No tag. Buck Blake on level 3 offense. Low Blow 3. Pin. Captain Adam needs a 4 or better. 4 or better. Kicks out with a 10. Gets fatigue. And Buck Blake is on level 3 offense. Low Blow 3. Hurt 2. Salt Lick Slam, choice F. We'll try the leg drop 2 that'll work on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 2. We got it. Hurt 2. Dust Cloud 3, add 1. Hurt 2, but Buck can be disqualified. Needs a 5 or better. No DQ. Charging Headbutt 2. Hurt 2, tag. No tag. Buck Blake on level 2 offense. Salt Lick Slam, choice F. We'll do the leg drop 2 on an 8 or less. Whoa, we got it. Dazed 1. Thumb to the eye, 2. Hurt 2, tag. No tag. Let's bring in B.A. Jerk on this side. Skyline Press, 3. Down 3. Captain Adam's going to try and tag. The tag is good. Rob Craig will enter on level 1 offense. Lunging Lariat 2, power. Gets through. Hurt 2. Snap DDT, choice A. He's going to throw B.A. Jerk into the ropes. 6B on into the ropes. 6B. The opponent drops down to go into the ropes again. Roll again on this chart. 4B. The opponent gets into position for a back body drop, but you grab him and hit him with an awesome pile driver. Roll on level 3 offense. B.A. Jerk on 3. Social Network Crash, 3. Hurt 2. Series of Closed Fists, 2. Hurt 2. Stomp on Foot, 1. Dazed 1. Tag, no tag. Slap to Face, 1. Dazed 1. Tag. Tag is good. Captain Adam enters on level 1 offense. Adam on 1. Inverted Atomic Drop 2, Agility. That's going to get through. Hurt 2. Into the Turnbuckle. He'll do it. The B rating. 7B on Into the Turnbuckle. 7B. You were crushed by a big kick by the opponent. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Adam on 2. Quick Jab. 1. Dazed 1. Tag. The tag is good. Buck Blake enters on level 1 offense. Sucker Punch 1. Dazed 1. Venison Vertical Suplex 3. Power. Adam takes over for power. Quick Jab 1. Buck Blake 2. I'm sorry, no, Dazed 1. Wrong level. No tag. Up against the wall. Choice A. We're going to throw him into the ropes. He's got a C rating on ropes. 11C on Into the Ropes. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves on you and goes for the kill. Captain Adam is on level 3 offense. X marks the spot. Oh, excuse me. Buck needs a 4 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. Captain Adam on 3. Cobra Clutch Suplex 2. Buck Blake 2. Salt Lick Slam, choice F. We will do the leg drop 2 on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 2. Didn't get it. Captain Adam takes over on 2. Jawbreaker 2. Dazed 1. Nerve Hold 1. Buck Blake 2. Bite to the forehead 2. Dazed 1. Lariat with Antlers 2. Power. Captain Adam's going to take over for power. Treasure Hunt 3. Pin. Buck needs a 5 or better to kick out. 5 or better. Kicks out with a 6. Captain Adam Space Pirate on 3. Death Jump. He'll do it. He's got a B rating. 5B on Death Jump. 5B on Death Jump. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and throw him off the turnbuckle and into the ring. He goes down hard. Roll on level 3 offense. Buck Blake on 3. Out of the ring, no choice. Adam has a B rating. 9B. In order to meet the referee's count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. Buck Blake is on level 3 offense. Throws him right back out of the ring. 10B. The opponent comes out of the ring and tries to hit you with an object like a steel chair. The referee comes out and warns him to stop, but he pushes the referee aside and continues. Might be DQ'd. No DQ. Buck Blake is on level 3 offense. 10-point gore plus 1. We're going to have Rob Craig try and break this up. We got a 12 on the pin save chart. Your tag partner runs in, and so does the opponent's tag partner. While the referee is distracted, your partner drops an elbow on the opponent and reverses the pinning combination to put you on top. Opponent rolls pin. All right, Buck Blake needs a 6 or better to kick out. 6 or better. Kicks out with a 7. That was a good pin save. Captain Adams in control now. Let's leave Adam, and he's got the double finisher. Out of the ring, no choice. 7A. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you, and a wild brawl erupts. The wrestler with the better ring rating wins the brawl and rolls on level 3 offense. That is Buck Blake. Pin using the ropes. Needs a 6 or better. Kicks out. Let's see if Buck gets caught trying to do that. No DQ. Buck Blake is on level 3 offense. He'll try it again. Pin using the ropes. Rob Craig will try and break it up. We got a snake eyes on pin saves. Your tag partner goes crazy and interferes in a big way. We got to roll on this chart. Here we go. 8. Your ally distracts the referee, breaking the pin count. The referee orders him to leave. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. All right, so we get a fatigue for the near fall. Buck Blake is on level 3 offense. Pin using the ropes. They're out of pin saves. He needs an 8 or better. He'll kick out with a 10. Let's see if Buck gets disqualified. He better quit trying his luck on this one. No DQ. Buck Blake on level 3 offense. Death jump. He will do it. Death jump. Uh-oh. 5B on death jump. 5B. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and throw him off the turnbuckle and into the ring. He goes down hard. Roll on level 3 offense. Adam on 3. That'd be a downgrade. +1. B.A. Jerk's going to try and break this up. He's got a 3. Your tag partner goes crazy and interferes in a big way. Here we go. What does B.A. Jerk do? 7. Your ally distracts the opponent and a wild brawl results. Roll disqualification 4. Here we go. No DQ. Roll 1 die. Odd. The opponent smashes your ally and then attacks you. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense, so he gets a fatigue for that. Where's the 4 on here? There it is. Captain Adam is on 3. X marks the spot. Needs an 8 or better. We're going to use our last pin save of the match. 5. Tag partner saves you and breaks up the referee's count. Buck Blake is in serious trouble. Captain Adams is going to tag out to Rob Craig, who has no fatigue on level 3 offense. Mint on card, Insagiri, 3. Down 3, Buck Blake's going to try and tag. No tag, Rob Craig on level 3 offense. Mint on card, Insagiri, 3. Hurt, 2. Hammerlock, 2. Dazed, 1. Superkick, 2. Agility. Buck Blake takes over for agility. Bite to the forehead, 2. Dazed, 1. B.A. Jerk is going to enter on level 1 offense. It's a brand new match now. Knee to midsection 2, power. Rob Craig takes over for power. Double knee arm breaker, 2. B.A. Jerk, 2. Arm dragon kick, choice F. Choice F. We'll try the leg drop 2. That'll work on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 2. Got it. Down 3. Inappropriate, +1. Rob Craig needs a 4 or better. A 4 or better. He'll kick out with a 7. He gets a fatigue. Be a jerk on level 3 offense. Out of the ring choice, he's going to go ahead and do it. 10B on out of the ring, 10B. The opponent comes out of the ring and tries to hit you with an object like a steel chair. The referee comes out and warns him to stop, but he pushes the referee aside and continues. That's a DQ. Your winners by disqualification, the Treasure Hunters. After all that, the Treasure Hunters win by DQ. We got a 2 from Blue, 2 from Screaming Dragon. Two and a half from Bear. Two and a quarter from Quetus. 3 from Cranberry. Any other star ratings in chat? All right, that'll average out to 2.5 stars. All right, up next, after getting disqualified in the last match, the denomination is looking to regroup. Quetus64, thank you for the resub. 27 months, thank you very much. Let's get you a star on the hard hat. CM Peck is reminding La Belleza that they're not just looking for wins, they're looking for public humiliation as punishment. CM Peck hands La Belleza her shears as she gets ready for her match. Let's get Quetus a star on the hard hat. I need to get a new hard hat. We're running out of room here. All right, Quetus, here you go. I'll start a new row for you here. Thank you for your continued support. 27 months. Thank you so much. All right, let's go back down to the ring. We have Kung Fu Chris versus Agent Orange. Royal Violet is in the corner of Agent Orange. Try to remember that he's there. All right, here we go. Rolling for initiative. Initiative is going to go to Agent Orange. He'll start with a Gutbuster 2. Kung Fu Chris 2. Into the Ropes. He'll do it. He's got a B rating. 7B on Into the Ropes. 7B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard with a running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Dimjern 3. Hurt 2. Fungurk 3. Down 3. Dimgurk 3. Down 3. Out of the ring, he's going to roll up. BJ Jane 2. Hurt 2. Shum Koi Jane 2. Hurt 2. BG Jane 2. Agent Orange 1. Oop. Lost my first die of the evening. Need a midsection 1. Kung Fu Chris 2. Fungurk 3. Down 3. Agent Orange is going to leave the ring. He's got an A rating. 10A. It's the mic roll. The opponent comes out of the ring and tries to hit you with an object like a steel chair. The referee comes out and warns him to stop, but he pushes the referee aside and continues. Kung Fu Chris needs a 4 or better. No DQ. He's on level 3 offense. Poi Pai Jane. Jern 3. Choice H. Let's death jump him. 9B on death jump. 9B. The opponent blasts you. The flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Art of Victory. Let's see what it is. 2. He Wang Gurk. Nothing added. Agent Orange needs a 4 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. Gets fatigue, and Kung Fu Chris is on level 3 offense. Jin Chao 2. Hurt 2. Fungurk 3. Hurt 2. Shum Koi Jane 2. Agent Orange 2. Stomps in the corner 2. Hurt 2. Stomps in the corner 2. Kung Fu Chris 1. Paxao 1. Agent Orange 1. Clothesline to the back 2. Agility. Kung Fu Chris takes over for agility. Shum Kyo Jane 2. Hurt 2. Shum Choi Gain 2. Down 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pai Pei Jern. Choice H. Let's see what choice H is. Yep, we're going to have to death jump there. We got a B rating. 4B on death jump. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and throw him off the turnbuckle into the ring. He goes down hard. Roll on level 3 offense. Agent Orange on level 3 offense. Death jump. He's got a C rating. 9C. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and climb up, and a struggle takes place. If you have a better agility than the opponent, you win the struggle and superplex him back into the ring. He does. Kung Fu Chris is on level 3 offense. Art of Victory. Zhou Wang Gurk. +1. He's going to need a 6 or better. 6 or better. Kicks out with a 9. And Kung Fu Chris is on level 3 offense. Kung Fu Chris on level 3 offense. Out of the ring choice, he will roll up. Wang Zhern 2. Hurt 2. Bu Ji Jane 2. Agent Orange 2. Choke on the rope 2. Dazed 1. Close onto the back 2. Agility. Chris takes over for agility with a Chum Kai Jane 2. Hurt 2. Dimjern 3. Hurt 2. Wangzhern 2. Agent Orange 1. Close onto the back 2. Agility. Kung Fu Chris takes over for agility. Fungurk 3. Pin. Agent Orange needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. He'll kick out with a 7. Kung Fu Chris is on level 3 offense. Po Pai Sheng 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He's got a B rating. Let's go ahead and do it. Uh-oh, 4B. The opponent gets into position for a back body drop, but you grab him and hit him with an awesome pile driver. Roll on level 3 offense. Agent Orange on level 3 offense. Death Jump. He's going to do it. He's got a C rating. 5C on Death Jump. 5C. The opponent blasts you the flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Agent Orange is on level 3 offense. Death Jump again. We'll do that every time. He's got a C rating. 6C. Same thing. The opponent blasts you the flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rules on level 3 offense. Napalm +4. Chris needs a 9 or better. A 9 or better. He is beaten. Let's see if Agent Orange is DQ'd. No DQ. Your winner with Napalm, Agent Orange. And with that, our Dimensional Diamond went up to 10%. Royal Violet looks pleased at ringside. Let's see those star ratings. Four for pronunciation. I should get a -4 for pronunciation, but thank you. 3 from Bear, 3 from Dragon, 3 from Blue, 4 from Cranberry, 3.5 from Queenus. And with that, Kung Fu Chris has been marked for banishment. Kung Fu Chris marked for banishment. All right, let's go ahead and get the next match ready. We've got Raven Stark taking on La Belleza. Raven Stark versus La Belleza. Sorry, just making more notes. All right, here we go. Rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Raven Stark. Roundhouse Punch, 1. Dazed, 1. Knee Lift, 2. La Belleza, 1. Eye Rake, 2. Hurt, 2. Drop Toe Hold, 2. Down, 3. Snip, 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 3. Hurt, 2. Cut Above Splash, 3. Down, 3. Raven Stark will leave the ring. She's going to leave the ring. She's got a 6B on Out of the Ring. 6B. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you, and a wild brawler ups the wrestler with the better ring rating wins the brawl and rolls on level 3 offense. They're both a B, so Belleza stays on offense. Dream Makeover +2. Raven Stark needs a 5 or better to get out of this. 5 or better. Gets out with a 7. Belleza on level 3 offense. Death Jump. She'll roll up. Cut Above Splash 3. Pin. Raven Stark needs a 4 or better. Kicks out with a 6. Belleza on level 3 offense. Hagar-Knight 3. Down 3. Raven Stark's going to leave with a B rating. 6B. The opponent comes out of the ring and the wild brawler ups the wrestler with the better ring rating, wins the brawl and rolls on level 3 offense. They're both B, so Belleza stays on offense. Hair Extender 3. Hurt 2. Tangled Forearm 3. Down 3. Hair Extender 3. Pin! Raven Stark needs a 5 or better. A 5 or better. Kicks out with a 5, just barely. Belleza on 3. Snip, Snip, Snip 3. Hurt 2. Dropkick to the knee 2. Raven Stark 1. Sidekick 1. Dazed 1. Roundhouse Punch 1. Dazed 1. Belly to belly throw 2. Power. That gets through. Hurt 2. Crushing Talon 3. Down 3. Out of the ring, no choice. She's got a B rating. 10B. The opponent comes out of the ring and tries to hit you with an object like a steel chair. The referee comes out and warns her to stop, but she pushes the referee aside and continues. No DQ. Raven Stark is on level 3 offense. Out of the ring again. 9B. In order to meet the referee's count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Raven Stark on 3. Blackbird +1. Belleza needs a 6 or better. She'll kick out with a 9. Gets fatigue. And Raven Stark is on level 3 offense. Beak Break 3. Hurt 2. Reverse Hagar-Knight, choice D. We'll try the Cobra Clutch Suplex 3. That's going to work on a 12 or less. Hey, we got it for 3. Hurt 2. Crushing Talon 3. Down 3. Belleza is going to leave the ring. 6B. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you, and a wild brawler ups the wrestler at the better ring rating, wins the brawl. They're both a B, so Raven Stark's going to stay on offense. Blackbird +1. Cranberry, thank you. Blackbird +1. We're going to need a 7 or better. Let's try CM Peck's Distraction. The distraction works. She'll get a fatigue. And Raven Stark is on level 3 offense. Death Jump. She will roll up. Into the Ropes. She's got a B rating. 5B on Into the Ropes. 5B. You come off the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2 offense. Tangled Forearm 3. Hurt 2. Tangled Forearm 3. Hurt 2. Running Boot to the Face 2. Choice A. Let's throw her into the ropes. 6B on Into the Ropes. The opponent drops down. You go into the ropes again. Roll again on this chart. How about 7B? You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard at the running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Tangled Forearm 3. Down 3. Raven Stark's going to leave the ring. 8B. In order to meet the referee's count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. Belleza is on level 3 offense. Out of the ring choice. She'll go ahead and throw her out. 8B. In order to meet the referee's count, you crawl helplessly back into the ring. Belleza on level 3 offense. Hurricane Rana, 3. Hurt 2. Cut above splash, 3. Hurt 2. Tangled forearm, 3. Pin. She's going to need a 6 or better. Kicks out with a 9. Belleza on 3. Dream Makeover, plus 2. She needs a 9 or better to get out of this. 9 or better. Your winner with Dream Makeover, Belleza. But let's see if there's a haircut. Rolling 2 dice. 10 through 12. Belleza is going to cut Raven Stark's hair. And she does! While Raven Stark is out cold, Belleza goes to town and cuts off her long black hair. Your winner in a humiliating defeat, Belleza. Belleza wins and takes a trophy and humiliates Raven Stark. Let's see those star ratings, 0 through 5. We got 3 from Cranberry, 3 from Streaming Dragon, 3 from Quetus, 3.5 from Blue, bonus for the haircut, 3.5 from Bear. Oh, excuse me. Any other star ratings in chat? All right, that'll average out to 3 stars. All right. All right, that's going to bring us to our main event. Here we go. For the Cornerstone Championship, Robert Hagar-Knight challenges Navy Blue. Bob Hager is in the corner of Robert Hagar-Knight, and Jet Black is in the corner of Navy Blue. Who will win this main event match? Predictions are open. Wager those channel points now. Congrats on the catch there, Quetus, on the Rhyhorn. I have not been paying attention to Pokemon tonight. Predictions are open. who will win our main event for the Cornerstone Championship? Robert Hagar-Knight versus Navy Blue. Get those predictions in now if you'd like to wager some channel points. Good night, Blue. All right, predictions are closed. Here we go. It's time for our main event. Get some water real quick before we start this. All right, rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Navy Blue. Football tackle 2, power. That's going to get through. Dazed 1. Spray water from snorkel 1. Robert Hagar-Knight 2. Crossbody block 2, power. Navy Blue takes over for power. Spinning wheel kick 2, agility. Robert Hagar-Knight takes over for agility. Throat thrust 2. Dazed 1. Quick chop 1. Dazed 1. Quick chop 1. Dazed 1. Springboard back elbow 2, agility gets through. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He'll go ahead and do it. Uh-oh, 4A on into the ropes. The opponent gets into position for a back body drop, but you grab him and hit him with an awesome pile driver. Roll on level 3 offense. Human torpedo +1. Robert Hagar-Knight is going to need a 5 or better. He will kick out with a 6. Get a fatigue. And Navy Blue is on level 3 offense. Harpoon gun lariat 3. Pin. Uh-oh. Robert Hagar-Knight's going to need a 5 or better. A 5 or better. Kicks out with a 9. He gets another fatigue. Navy Blue on level 3 offense. Deep Blue Sea +2. Bob Hagar is going to use his distraction. 6 or less. All right. Breaks up the pin. Gets a fatigue. Navy Blue on 3. Deep Blue Sea +2. Robert Hagar-Knight needs a 9 or better. A 9 or better. Kicks out with a 10. Navy Blue on level 3 offense. He can't believe it. Human torpedo +1. Needs a 9 or better. It's not looking good for Robert Hagar-Knight. Your winner and still Cornerstone champion, Navy Blue. And the Dimensional Diamond went up to 30% charged after that. And unfortunately, Robert Hagar-Knight has been marked for banishment. 2 people ended up on the wheel tonight. The diamond charges up to 30%. 30% on the diamond. Not a good night for our heroes. Let's see your star ratings, 0 through 5. Winner in a pummeling and still Cornerstone champion, Navy Blue. We have 3 from Bear, 5 from Cranberry, 2 from Quetus, 3 from Screaming Dragon. Any other star ratings in chat? I take it Cranberry is not a fan of Robert Hagar-Knight. All right. It's a good one. Evil kind of triumphed tonight. Poor Raven Stark got her hair cut. Robert Hagar-Knight and Kung Fu Chris are marked for banishment. The Dimensional Diamond is charged up to 30%. Pretty bleak night here for our heroes. The Chroma Commandos looked pretty good. The Denomination looked pretty good, other than their DQ loss. But yeah, we'll be back Friday night with our BCE show for the week. So I will see you all then. Until then, have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.